and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Q&A session of German for Pastry Chefs. This session here is for everyone who is logged on, signed up to the course German for Pastry Chefs, which you do find on Udemy. Now, the German for Pastry Chefs course is one of a series and is based on a YouTube video which explains how to make coconut pralines. The aim of the game is to understand the whole video after having attended the whole series of the courses. Now, why would you study German if you're a pastry chef in the first place? Well, pastry chefs do know that the Swiss chocolate is famous, the German bread is famous, the Austrian bakery, the Austrian sweets are famous, like Kaiserschmarrn and so on. So this is a very, very good reason. Welcome to the live chat. Also, you do not necessarily have to show your face or turn on your camera. You can simply be part of the chat and ask your question in the chat. Let's see if somebody is going to show up today. If there are no questions, that's always fine, no doubt about that. That simply means that the course, the German for Pastry Chefs course, is logical. That was the aim of the game. Another aim of the game, of course, of the course is to have fun, to study with fun and study those words and things which you really, really need and not anything else. So therefore, the course is for sweet lovers, for lovers of sweets and pastries, and chocolate lovers. By the way, I do have a little Christmas tip. Christmas style. This is my Christmas suit here. Well, little joke, okay, it's not. But point being, you could also go to my LinkedIn profile to grab the link for a Christmas present. So what you will have to do is you will have to find my name, which is easy. It's here in the profile. You go to LinkedIn, you find me on LinkedIn, and then write a message and ask for a Christmas present. I'm very happy to be connected with you, of course, also on LinkedIn, and to give you the present. If there, I'm just waiting for questions, and in the meantime, I'm simply assuming there are no questions and simply assuming to talk about things you might be interested in. Why German for pastry chefs? Again, I said that already, but I'm sure pastry chefs, I met pastry chefs on cruise ships. I met them in many countries, and it occurred to me that, well, logically, most of them also work in tourism, so it's interesting and fun for them. Also, those who like bakery as a hobby and pastry as a hobby, it is of course fun to study through a topic which you're interested in, no doubt about that. Additionally, I had a very wonderful American professor at the university when I studied languages and also English at the university. She always claimed we should read books. She kept saying, read stories, read books for fun, for pleasure reading is what she called it. And she even gave us her books, anything. It doesn't need to be high literature. We had to read those two, Shakespeare and shit. Okay, I got that. But and it does make sense. It is interesting, sure. But for pleasure reading means get the topic you like. That could now be love stories, it could be thrillers, it could be Star Wars, it could be I don't know, all sorts of things. Now, if you do for pleasure reading, for pleasure, as the word already suggests, you need to like the topic. What's the point? You keep reading. And it's not important whether you understand everything or you don't. This is for advanced learners of German, not for beginners. The course on Udemy is for beginners. Now, if you, I don't know, for some reason turn on here as you like pastry, but the course isn't for you because you already do speak some German, this is for you now. This little tip. If you like thrillers, you are very, very welcome to go to my homepage, the blog page, and read my mini thrillers. There's one for each week, which would be www.qberg.online/blog/thrillers. Yes, that's how you get directly to the little thrillers. You can also listen to them simultaneously, which means you get the pronunciation with the reading. Makes sense. Then, in the meantime, I already got the question, not here, not now, but from someone else outside of this meeting, if you like. The person asked me whether German was a difficult language to learn. Um, yes and no. Of course, that totally depends. Now, if you think of most questions in this world, it always depends. Now, to be more precise, it depends on what your mother tongue is. If your mother tongue is a Germanic language, and German is a Germanic language, then yes, because the structure is similar. Many words are similar. There is Danish, there's Dutch, there's Finnish, there's no, not Finnish. Big mistake. Wait, I talk about Finnish in a moment, but I was just geographically going there. Now, Swedish, Danish, German. English is a Germanic language, though for native English speakers, it is still challenging because English has developed in a very different way, has lost the case system. Therefore, it's quite challenging for the Americans. Now, there you go. See, this is a very good question. um, which we have in the chat. Hello, hello. Nice, you're here. And the case system. Sorry, I was distracted, but yes, it's live. I was distracted by the chat. The English though have a big variety of words. Now the vocabulary in German might be easier for them. Simply they have to study less. There is a historic reason. I do not want to dive into it too much, but it all depends on your background, linguistic background, of course. If you know another European language with a case system, you already are familiar with this kind of thinking. Let's say the Romance languages, they're all related. If you study one Romance language and already know another one, then it might be easier to study that. Let's say you know Italian and want to study Spanish, super easy. Though Portuguese might be a challenge again because of its pronunciation. Danish, although you might know a German language, might be a challenge again because of its pronunciation. So Greek is again very, very different. Although it's still a European language with its case system, and therefore there are similarities, no doubt about that. So it isn't that easy to answer. I personally always believe that it is a question of motivation and a bit of time management, no doubt about it. But if you again study with fun, you're open-minded. If you study about with the topic you like, about the topic you like, then you're more open. Then you can pick up chunks and stuff of the language so much better. This is my suggestion. Therefore, the courses always have a certain topic. Again, German for pastry chefs. Motivation is the point, and expose yourself to it. Watch series, watch movies, comics, graphic novels. Expose yourself to it. Play a bit with it, right? Don't be too serious, and then it's fun, and then you can pick up any language you like, even German. Trust me. Another little tip probably is not really little, it's a very big, big tip. Now, there it comes. Secret. The method is study it like your mother tongue. Be open to it. Be curious. Don't think about the logic behind it, because language is created by human beings. Are human beings logical? No. Look at what they're doing. Look at how they live. No, no, no. Don't think logical. Be playful. Picture it. Create your own pictures of words, of sentences. Not abstract pictures, concrete pictures. That helps you a lot. If you connect it to something you already know, then you will remember, and then it will be easy. Then it doesn't matter whether the language is related to any language you already know or not with this method, because you don't need to know the structure behind it. So, sure, the structure helps, but picturing, visualizing helps more. Now, thanks for being here. Thanks for the question. Thanks for joining. And you see, it can be easy. Also, German can be easy. Stick to the topic you like. Have a wonderful day and see you soon next week. Different timing, probably, but check the links, check the information. See you soon.